What if our government was responsible for some of the greatest crimes against this nation? Would you really want to know? These are big questions, but these questions deserve answers. It's time to demand the truth.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of people.
9/11 was an inside job. Kennedy was killed by the CIA. Jimmy Carter saw a UFO. Answers to secrets you need to know. So wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. The evidence is overwhelming. Step past your fear, take a look. Illuminati lies keep growing. What they're losing from your eyes. And wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. What would our founding fathers say if they were alive today? Must be turning in their graves. Redcoats are coming, Big Brother's watching. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. One if by land and two if by sea, and I on the opposite shore will be ready to ride and spread the alarm through every Middlesex village and farm. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it. When a long train of abuses and usurpations, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism, it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Patriots arise. It's time to demand the truth.
This is the UFO News with Joshua Poet.
All right, Dirk, thank you very much. This is Josh Poet. This is the UFO News. Starting off, we have a story from Rocket News 24. Countless UFOs caught on camera above Tokyo. The battle for Earth will start in Tokyo. That's what some people must have been thinking as they witnessed a countless number of UFOs appearing above them in the skies above Shinjuku earlier this month. The UFOs... where did I go? The UFOs appeared on April 8, 2011 around 1600, and a video documenting the scene was uploaded to YouTube shortly after. The person who took the video explains the video was taken from Kita Shinjuku Sanchon, where myself and 20 other people witnessed the UFOs. At first, there was a huge swarm of them, maybe over 100, but they gradually became fewer, and only about 20 were visible at the time of filming. Some of the UFOs can be seen flying in formation. People were making a commotion outside my house, so I stepped outside of the veranda to see what was going on. They were shouting, UFO, and indeed, there were numerous small lights moving around in the sky. Looking closely, they appeared to be glittering blue and orange, and since they were flying at considerably high altitude, they would disappear and reappear. I saw 2 planes flying nearby, but the UFOs may have been at higher altitude and thus unnoticeable. I ran out of memory while filming, so I grabbed a different camera. However, the quality wasn't good enough, and it was impossible to make out the UFOs. Other people were taking video with their mobile phones, but they also didn't seem to have much luck because the quality in the end, the short video I took with my camera was the only one where the UFOs showed up. A lot of people are criticizing the yelling woman, but if she hadn't been yelling, I wouldn't have noticed anything was going on. A resident alien expert commented on the video, similar sightings of small grain-like UFOs flying in a large group have been reported in not just Japan, but in America and Europe as well. However, even if the UFOs were alien spacecraft, we have no way of telling what their reasons are for visiting. We can only sit back and watch. There is nothing mankind can do against them. Well, just be glad they didn't shoot at you. And since they didn't shoot at you, take that as a good sign. Maybe they're not going to shoot at you. Here's a video. Let's see. I see. All right. Oh yeah, there's a couple of them right there in the middle. There's a bunch of them actually. You hear the lady screaming, the baby crying. You can watch this whole video if you go to firstcontactradio.com. Click on the link there that says UFO News, and all the stories are right there from today. Our next story, a crash before Roswell, Project Cosmic Clearance, submitted by Starbright. Says, and this is from UFOdigest.com, the modern preoccupation with what ultimately became called the unidentified flying objects actually began in June 1947. Although some pro-UFO researchers argue that the sightings of UFOs go back to biblical times, most researchers will not dispute that anything in UFO history can compare with the phenomenon that began in 1947. What was later characterized as the UFO wave of 1947 began with 16 sightings that occurred between May 17th and July 12th, 1947, although some researchers claim that there were as many as 800 sightings during that period. There have been numerous UFO photographs from before 1947 where the UFO phenomena is often described as having begun, and some probably hoaxed and misunderstood images. Some believe that ancient stories of cosmic battles were integral to the birth of the civilization. The celestial combat became earthbound as the god of the heavens were replaced with terrestrial kings. That lends credence to ancient astronauts. Bringing that forward to our present-day modern history of ufology, the defining year is 1947, when the UFO phenomenon is often described as having begun. The date is July 4th, 1947, when the classic case of Roswell happened. This is, however, not the first U.S. government involvement at Roswell with the retrievals of extraterrestrial and their technology. With Wilhelm Dorfeld, a German astroarchaeologist and authority on Greek architecture, while excavating the Mycenaean palace of the Tyrians, was requested to move to Hisar, Turkey, and to continue the Heinrich Schliemann excavation. Although Heinrich Schliemann did not formally study archaeology, he attributed to having made one of the greatest discoveries in the history of archaeology, the discovery of Troy and Mycenae. Schliemann became interested in digging the mound of Hisar at the persuasion of Frank Culvert, the British diplomat considered a pioneer for the contribution he made to the archaeology of Troy. Spent more than 60 years in the Troad conducting field work. A principal authority on field archaeology, and that reason, Calvert's findings supplied evidence that Homeric Troy existed. Schliemann's intense interest was based on a youthful obsession that the idea that Homer had given an account of true history in the great epic poems, the Iliad and the Odyssey. It was his intense desire to prove that Troy had in fact existed. He excavated in 1871 and 1873, and from 1878 to 1879 in the hills near Hisar, and discovered the ruins of ancient cities dating from the Bronze Age to the Roman period. He eventually declared one of these cities, known as Troy, to be the city of Troy. 2 months into working at the new site, Wilhelm Dorfeld discovered that he was excavating a large artifact at the Schliemann dig that would have significant monetary impact on the precious metals market. In correspondence to Rudolf Virchow and Rochin Schinel, the head, he stated that he had unearthed a large disc and wasn't sure how much more was to be uncovered. He passed away in 1940. In that same year, Adolf Hitler commissioned a five-man team composed of Sievers, Hirt, Brandt, Porsche, and Hagen, doctors and professors that would focus on information and technologies that would assist Germany in the war. That group investigated Dorfel's work. During the next year, the group was able to open and retrieve some of the contents of the large disk discovered in Turkey, which included 4 status pods with occupants. In the same year, Adolf Hitler, the next year, 1941, the American government was informed by Antoni Zugmund that Germany was working on back engineering several advanced biological and laser advanced weapon systems based on extraterrestrial technology. The research facility is located in the Soviet West Germany. In further information provided by Antoni Zugmund, they should capture a SA officer, Frank Braun. He would be able to provide more detailed information on the research facility. In response to this, the American government formed a special retrieval task named Cosmic Clearance. The task force began to investigate the claims made by Zugmund. There's more to this article. Go to First Contact Radio, click on UFO News, and get the rest of it. And last but not least, this is a UFO chased by the military craft above Sweden. There's a video here. This is from Michael Cohen. It says a Swedish YouTube user who calls himself Cosmic Star Traveler has been regularly filming UFO footage in the vicinity of his place of residence, near the city of Gothenburg in Sweden. Around 2 weeks ago, he managed to film a glowing-like UFO above a local lake, Harlanda Charjan, popular with Swedish amateur fishermen. The UFO seen in the video moved behind the clouds, and though very distant at first, gets closer and closer as the witness continues to film. Not long after noticing the alien craft, a military plane is seen and heard in the vicinity. According to the witness, the plane is definitely chasing the UFO, or at very least observing it up close. UFO sightings are fairly common in Sweden, and recently the Swedish government released that what it claimed were all of its previously classified UFO files. Many were disappointed with the quality of the files and insisted that Sweden was holding back more compelling documents on the topics. Again, you can read this story up at our YouTube channel there, or at our firstcontactradio.com page. Just click on the story, the link that says UFO News, and you can check it out, check it out, check it out. I'm going to jump to a song when I get back.